seems most likely at this point, though we haven't projected the House.
5 times, and 4 of the 5 are relatively recent. But you know what? I bet you'd find the same thing on the flip side of that, where like Democratic president, Democratic House, Democratic Senate. I bet a lot of that has happened recently too. And I think it's because we live in the era of perpetual dissatisfaction because our government sucks and is corrupt. So people do one wild swing to another wild swing to another wild swing to another wild swing. So anyway, I think that's interesting.
Presidency. So the bottom line is, anywhere you look, John, everywhere you look, the Democrats are in this deep, dark state because they have no heir apparent, the incumbent president's unpopular, and they hold no levers of power in Washington, most likely come January.
And he sold us, though, again, at least in this century, when they were in those positions, it did flip fairly quickly, at least here and here.
Yes. So look, the bottom line is, we'll see where we are in 2 years. We're just getting over this election. We don't have to go all the way, jump into 2026 already. But the bottom line is this. For Democrats, there's no real light at the end of the tunnel. It's always darkest before it's pitch black, as John McCain once said.
As John McCain, like his hair, and thank you very much.
Yeah, and like the map, the next time there's an election, it's not like even if the Democrats win big, they could gain like 60 seats in the Senate or whatever. Like they're sort of screwed for a while, right? And then they also, I think the bigger problem here, which he doesn't even touch on, is their identity crisis at the moment, right? It's like, because some of the idiots are saying you got to go further right wing. That would be horrible. And others are saying, no, you know what? You probably should embrace more Bernie Sanders style politics. That'd be good. But what's likely to win out? Who's likely to win out in that fight? Well, the one that doesn't overturn the apple cart and upset the donors, and that would be, hey, let's just throw trans people under the bus and go further right on immigration, and that'll be it, right? So, and then you're stuck in an even worse position where, you know, in the future, it's what? J.D. Vance will be the heir apparent on the Republican side, and then running against who? On the Democratic side. And if you just want to give them Republican light again, maybe the Democrat wins, maybe the Democrat loses, but either way, you're not going to get transformational change, which is what this country needs. So, I will say this on a positive note at the end here. This is the first time in a long time that there actually genuinely seems to be a rethinking of how to move forward in a way that just wasn't there at all previously. And through that uncertainty can come some decent answers if we insist that the correct lessons are learned. So there is that sort of upside. When you hit rock bottom, you can sort of reorganize and start from scratch, and that could lead to some positive stuff. You got to bottom out before you can move up. So did we bottom out? I don't know. We'll see. It's also possible this isn't even rock bottom. But the bottom line is here, Democrats don't really have a very clear path to power at all. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.